know about you, but when I think about my clothes, I have like memories of where I wore things. And so I'm just going to take you into my closet for a second. So like there's kind of where the dresses are, jackets, jewelry, sweater, jewelry, all my affirmations. Even more good things are going to happen. That's that thing right there. Yeah, more jewelry, more of my shirts, big mirror, and scarves, some purses. So the reason I tell you this is the next podcast we're about to watch together. So many of my clothes I've worn with Jenette. Different adventures, like she came to my 50th birthday party. She came out to Wyoming. We've known each other since our kids were, in strollers. And so long-term friendships for me that grow over time, deepen over time, have each other's back over time, go through challenging things and get closer over time, they're rare. So I cherish this woman first for that. Second, of the inspiration she is as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman. Having the honor of supporting her and her now husband, coaching them over the years and watching them continue to grow and commit to each other more deeply. Talking about our kids together. I just love this woman. And what you're going to love about this interview, among many other things, is her values and how she is uncompromising and how she creates a world that orients around her truth. She doesn't orient around the world. Like she's solid. She's solid in who she is. And she also has solid self-care practices that allow her to be this way. And I think I look good for 56 because of her, all of her Jenette Skin Care. So listen to this interview for exactly what we're going to teach you about her different skincare products, and then listen behind the words about her values, her integrity, and her life that all aligns with her deepest heart's truth. Enjoy. This episode of Intimate Conversations is lovingly sponsored by Jenette Skin Care. If your skin has been asking to be treated with reverence rather than chemicals, Jenette creates high vibrational, plant-based skincare that honors Mother Earth and your living cells. Their formulas focus on calming inflammation and supporting true healing without compromise. So visit JenetteSkincare.com and use my code INTIMATE15 for 15% off. Now let's drop into today's intimate conversation. Welcome to Intimate Conversations, Season 14, Dark Night to Divine Light, because we both know intimacy is an inside job. Hello, delicious people. Welcome to another episode of Intimate Conversations, Season 14, From Dark Night to Divine Light. And I can't think of a more divinely luminescent friend of 20. How long has it been, my love? 20 years? More?
5 years.
25 years.
Well, the boys are 23, so
yep.
21?
Yeah, yes.
Like that.
Couple decades, and we're looking better every year. This is the amazing Jenette Serrins. I'm so delighted to introduce you to her. She's been on IG Lives before. You've met her before. She's been in our emails for years and years. But I want to go deep today. She is a pioneering green beauty innovator. She's a sought-after celebrity esthetician who has devoted over 2 decades to the art and science of botanical skincare. She is a true botanical alchemist, blending ancient wisdom with modern science to create sophisticated plant-powered formulations that deliver real, visible results while honoring the body and honoring our Mother Earth. She's based in LA, where we knew each other since we were youngins and our kids were youngins. She's the founder of Being in LA, where her skin boutique and in-house laboratory live side by side. And her work is deeply rooted in sustainability, ethical sourcing, and small batch integrity. And her philosophy reminds us that radiant skin is a reflection of both personal well-being and planetary care. Trusted by many well-known faces and featured in outlets like Vogue, Forbes, CNN, People, Jenette brings a grounded, soulful devotion to beauty that feels as nurturing as it is effective. And I cannot wait for you to experience her wisdom, her heart, her depth of knowing, our beautiful friendship, and her incredible company, Jenette Skin Care. I love you. Hi.
Hello.
I just want people to know, yes, as I said before, we've known each other for 20 years. Do you know you're the only person when I went through that really horrible time with that relationship and I lived in Wyoming for like a year and a half, hiding out on 15 acres with 9 horses? You're the only friend during that really intense time that came to see me and be with me. And I think of all the times we've seen each other, I didn't ask for help. I didn't know how to ask for help. And you just knew. Kind of makes me want to cry right now. Like you just
No, I
came.
know. I can hear that.
I'm already starting to cry.
Well, that was a magical trip. I was called. I'm like, I'm going. I'm going to Wyoming.
Yeah. And we went to Jackson Hole. We had a blast and the long drive there and the long drive back. We just got to talk about life and being entrepreneurs, being mothers, being women. Yeah. So thank you for being so good to me all these years. And as we were joking before the podcast started, I'm 83 and I look, no, just kidding. Jenette Skin Care does, though, I think make me look less than 56. I just turned 56 last week. So thank you for keeping me beautiful.
Fine.
Thank you, baby. So back when we first met, which was about the same time that you started Jenette Skin Care, why? Why, when you are a busy mother and you're already, have, an in-house place where people go for facials, why start your own skincare line?
So I really was having a difficult time finding a line that completely resonated with everything that I believe
Yeah.
that could actually give results.
Right.
So there are, as we know, millions of product lines. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe now billions. It's extremely overwhelming, but I took the time to just dissect and play around with the ingredients that I know work, that I trust.
Yeah.
The challenge is stabilizing them in a natural way where you do not have to add chemicals.
Right.
So what most people don't know is to stabilize products, they put these ingredients that are a little bit of a red flag, especially if they're a main ingredient. We try to steer clear from those because we don't know if they're leaving our system. The skin is one large sponge, it's one organ. And the more you're putting on these chemicals, where are they going? And, for me, my deepest passion and research is the endocrine disruptors, where why are women getting cancer? Why can't women get pregnant? And yes, maybe it's because the ozone is being depleted, but how is it being depleted? From petrochemicals, gasoline, fossil fuels, and these chemicals, right?
Right.
So really just the deep dive was playing around with the ingredients I trust, the ingredients I know that work, because I have these beautiful faces in front of me all of these years that I get to, play with and figure out what works. And what I have found is the leading cause of most issues with skin is inflammation. When you're having acne, when you have discoloration, we have an imbalance, and it's from inflammation, hormone imbalance. So we want to try to balance that. So that is how Jenette Skin Care was birthed, was finding clean anti-inflammatory products that actually give real results.
I love this. And as a businesswoman over the last 20 years of this, is it harder than you thought it would be? More rewarding than you thought it would be? How have you grown as a woman, a wife, a mother, a business owner? Like, I just know a little bit behind the scenes. It hasn't been a walk in the park. And your resiliency and your commitment to your values and your clients and your life and your kids, like you have grown leaps and bounds. So tell us how the dark night has turned into divine light. That's our theme this year. Like, how have the challenges brought out the best in you?
Question. And, I ask myself regularly, how I'm feeling about this and trying to listen, because sometimes I do want to throw in the towel.
Yeah.
It is really, it's not easy with what's out there. on
Yeah.
social media, especially. We're up against some very huge lines, and now most celebrities are starting their own lines of some sort, and
Mm,
people follow them because they are a celebrity. Do they
right.
look at the ingredients? Do they look at the work that goes in? Most people pay a lab to develop their products.
Yeah.
I am the lab. I am the formulator. I formulate,
Yes.
I test every single ingredient and product. I don't even let anything touch plastic. That's how extreme I am. Because
Yeah.
we don't know if the microplastics are actually getting into the oils because I'm using
Right.
pure, absolute oils. And that's another thing.
Yes.
People don't use pure, they use additives, fragrance, stepped on, stomped on oils. So the biggest challenge is getting the word out there about the integrity of what I put into every product.
Yes.
And so that's what kind of gets me beat down because we don't pay people to say they use my line. It's authentic. And so I just encourage all of my friends, my family, my clients, please just keep spreading the word on this because
Yeah.
it means so much. Like the few celebrities that come to see me when they share something like Amanda Siegfried and Ruth Connell, Katie Deno, just to name a few, when they give that shout out, it's like it keeps me going. It
Yeah.
really like it lifts me up in a way that people don't even know. Like when I came to see you in Wyoming, like, your spirits get lifted when you're feeling down,
Yeah.
to have those people support you in a time of need. And we
Mm.
go through, the ebbs and flows and the highs and lows, of course, of being like, I was a single mom. I lost my house. I lost my car. I had to start over with two little kids. And
Yeah.
yes, there's resilience. And I'm so grateful. I have my amazing, beautiful partner and husband, and that has been a blessing. But
Yeah.
we still have times that we're down.
For sure.
That support from others, it's so much. It means so much.
Yeah. Thank you. It's we are so similar, and I think we have these complementary superpowers that like love on each other and help each other grow. For example, I remember when I first started with Jenette getting facials, I had a lot more acne. I don't have acne anymore, and I was a picker,
I remember, yes, yes. And
right?
it's like a stress, anxiety, sometimes it's like self-hatred when we start picking and it's like you gotta give yourself love, wash your face in the dark, right?
Yeah, well, that's what you told me to do. You told me to wash my face by candlelight and no picking. And as I've been an intimacy expert for 20 years, I understand the emotional picking on oneself, criticizing oneself, downright self loathing of oneself. I remember looking at the mirror and only zeroing in on a zit versus looking at my soul in my eyes and being grateful that I had the resilience to get up another day. So your products are extraordinarily high quality, made with such integrity, but also the way in which you teach me and your clients how to treat their face with love and care, how to treat their soul. I mean, these products, I could just slap them on, but I just love the way they smell. I just love slowing down and touching my face. I love the ritual of looking in my eyes saying, good job, you made it another day. And I love also the rituals I did with my son when he grew up. He'd have this one, I love, this is my, you have to tell us about this one. Just add sugar,
Oh, yes.
cacao, herb infused. I have used this probably for as long as you've made it. So how long is that? 15 years, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Never without a jar of this.
Oh, I mean, I have mine here because this is like one of my
Yeah.
absolute cannot live without ever, 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 ever. I have
Same.
this once a week for 15 years, and I
Same.
would not look this good without the mask.
Same. Because tell them what it does. I'll give my impression. No more acne, moisturizing, lifting, and just radiant and looking good. So there's my layman's terms. But what
This,
is it?
so this
Apothecary.
product, every product that I create, it has a story, a
Yes.
sensory journey.
Yes.
And this particular one is extra potent and
Yes.
like it's an extra journey that you're going on. The depth of the raw cacao in here.
Yeah.
If you love cacao, I mean, this
Yes.
is going to be your new best friend.
Yes.
This is, I think, one of my transformational must-haves for sure. The
Yeah.
first few minutes that you put it on, it is killing bacteria. So it's just like softening, killing bacteria.
Yeah.
Then the next few minutes, you're getting that immune boost because of the probiotics. And
Nice.
you're also at the same time getting like a flush, like a detoxifying flush from the Chinese and Korean herbs to basically pull anything that needs to be pulled out. But it's also giving you an immune boost so that you do not have future breakouts. So, yes, some people might purge if they have a lot of underlying crap going on and maybe they
Yeah.
haven't been taking care of their skin in a very healthy, loving way. This is
Right.
going to pull all of that out. After
Yep.
a month, you're probably flushing everything out and then it's
Yes.
just preventative.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after 10, 12 minutes, you start feeling it tighten and lift.
Yeah.
And if you do a thicker layer, it's like really tight and pulsating
Yeah.
and trapping moisture in. And then you take it off, you have this like maybe a little pink blood flow going on for maybe 30 minutes. I always say do it at night just in case.
Yeah.
The night before a hot date, the night before a wedding, night
Yeah.
before a big, conference or speaking engagement,
Yeah.
before a photo shoot, maybe, because your pores are going to be almost like non-existent. And if you leave it on 20 to 30 minutes, it's like lifting, plumping, firming. So you have
Yeah.
a mini facelift.
Yeah.
So I call it my mini facial in a jar because it does
Yeah.
everything.
I'm in 100% agreement with everything she just said. And somehow, because I live in Santa Fe, New Mexico now, 7,500 feet, very dry here, it still makes it all nice, like the wrinkles are less. So it's somehow moisturizing while it's doing all this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The more dry you are, the thicker layer you put. If you're more oily, then you could just do a thin layer. It could also be used as a scrub for my clients who have yet to become mask people.
Oh,
They can scrub with it and they can just floss and brush their teeth and rinse it off because at least if you're leaving it on 3 minutes, you're still getting the detoxification.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
just if you want that facelift, you
Yeah.
want a thick layer, 20, 30 minutes. And, for people who are really sensitive, I do want to really, support sensitivities and redness.
Yeah.
And people who maybe suffer from like autoimmune or they're on some medication that makes them more sensitive, or if they
Right.
spend so much time outside,
Right.
then we do have the magic matcha.
Yeah. I have that one too.
So
That's
this is
green like this.
for people who are maybe not obsessed with cacao or they just feel sensitive, they're more red.
Yeah.
Okay, just stick with the magic matcha. This is another mini facial in a jar. I call it a superfood smoothie for people, but I do want to make sure that people are supported. And
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who are very sensitive, or again, they're dealing with something, internally,
Yeah.
or, even pregnant women, sometimes they don't love the smell of cacao, but they love the smell of this because this does smell like a smoothie. It has cucumber and celery, calendula, carrot seed, all the C's, and then it's ceremonial grade matcha. So, there's something for everyone.
I love this. It just made me, I have two questions and then I want to talk about more of your products here. First question is, what is like people that don't like masks? I freaking love masks on my face. Like, are there people that don't like that?
Yeah, some people,
Wow.
I think that they have maybe experienced or purchased a mask that didn't do them well.
Oh, so they have trauma.
Correct.
I know all about that. Yeah.
There's a lot of masks out there that it's just clay,
Okay.
and clay is not going to be good for everybody. It's going to strip and rob a lot of nutrients. And
Oh.
I'm not saying don't use a clay mask, but if you are using a clay mask, you can't leave it on 20 minutes. Those are usually maybe 5 to 7 minutes. And then you really want to layer a lot of hydration, like serum
After.
and moisturizer after.
Got it. So it's not so much they don't like masks. They just don't want that horrible experience again. Got it.
Or maybe it had acids. My daughter a few years ago, she had a friend like call us crying, asking for support because she bought something off TikTok and it had benzoyl peroxide in it. And she left it on too long and her face was burned. And
Ooh.
we had to give her LED support. We had to get her on a few of my calming,
Yeah. Yeah.
hydrating, soothing products. She was
Yeah.
having to do silver ion and cold compresses.
Oh, wow.
And her skin was raw and red for 2 weeks,
Oh dear.
you
Yeah.
know, and she was like 15, 16 years old.
Oh, that is traumatizing.
And,
Yeah.
you know, when you are hurting your skin cells at a young age, yeah, you might have some chance of repairing them, but the long-term damage, it could come back to haunt you.
Yeah. Dear, dear. All right. Sending blessings to that sweet young girl.
Yes.
Um, Good transition then to be calm.
Oh, yes.
This is another one I love so much. And especially just, I can't tell you how grateful I am that I've been doing this for 15 years, as long as you've had these products for. Now that I am the age I am, but now that I'm in Santa Fe, my skin it just drinks it right up. And it's dewy, but it's firm and it's healthy. It's like, yeah, okay, tell us about what this one's all about.
This is a serum. If people have not found their aha skin saving serum,
Yeah.
get the Be Calm. Even
Yep.
men, anybody who's sensitive, who's red, they don't like smell, this
Yep.
is your go to. It has just this perfect balance of the aloe vera. It's a cold pressed organic aloe vera. It
Yeah.
has a collagen producing vitamin C because it's an oil soluble medical grade. So you're
Yep.
getting the plumping and firming. And it's good for anybody, even people who say, I can't use vitamin C. You can use this one because it is that oil soluble. So it's slowly going into the dermis to help heal on a cellular level. But then it has what I love the most, sandalwood. There's
Sandalwood.
pure
Yeah.
sandalwood, and it's just so grounding. And it is what it says: be calm. It is the ultimate calming serum, and everybody can use it morning and night, or at least just get it once a day under
Yeah.
your moisturizer. It's going to repair all of the environmental and sun damage that's been wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
So, cannot say enough about that.
I love it. You know, one of my favorite things about you is when you get turned on about a product, especially when you're making it, like when you're in the midst of like being what is it, the apothecary queen goddess in the kitchen, like you come undone with joy and passion and aliveness. What is it like when you go to sleep at night? I don't have any idea, but I have a sort of sense like, don't touch me. Like I've got my stuff on my face, like I love you, husband, but bye-bye. Like I'm in my little happy zone. Or do you guys like make out and have beautiful lovemaking? And then you're like, okay, I'm going to the bathroom. Now I'm going to put my face stuff on.
Oh
Don't
my
touch me.
God.
Like,
It's
what
so
is the
funny that you say
routine?
that. You know, I feel like I used to be very much like, oh, I have all my stuff on. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you know, I don't really feel like that anymore. I don't
Oh,
really
that's good.
care. I think maybe I'm so used to like the rough, you know, beard that I
Yeah.
don't get irritated anymore. And I know how
Yeah.
to counterbalance it. And I
Yeah.
just make sure to put like a very thick layer every night before I go to bed of Be Nourished. This has
Yes.
like everything under the kitchen sink. And
Yes.
it has saved me. Since I launched this, I think I don't care anymore because
Oh,
it's occlusive. So I don't know if you ever heard of the trend that was happening, the slugging. People were all about like you put on all of your stuff and then you slug your skin with Vaseline,
oh,
which I mean is to me horrible because I don't think Vaseline is healthy or healing. But this is an occlusive,
yeah.
so it's trapping moisture in. But this
Yeah.
also has the vitamin C that's in Be Calm. It has probiotics,
Yep.
shea butter. Um, Again, the snow mushroom is so healing, and snow mushroom is, I think, the better way to go than hyaluronic acid because it's vegan. It's also immune boosting.
It's in Be Radiant though, right? Snow mushroom.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
crazy, you have the old bottles because you know we have all of our
You have
new.
your new bottles. Oh, well, more on the way. It's almost gone anyways. Nice.
So Be Nourished, I think, kind of answers that question that I am okay now just making
Being you.
out, getting heated and on because this is protecting me.
Yeah.
And I do always keep a toner right by my bed. So either Be Divine or Be Radiant, I'll just keep right by the bed. And because
Yeah.
it's just so calming, cooling, and hydrating, so it's going to just
Yeah.
balance everything. So,
Amazing. Okay. Just this, I just had, didn't mean to get too personal, but we've known each other forever. So I figured I could. I figured I could. Yeah.
well,
And the
and it's
bee,
for women who are, starting to be in a new relationship,
yeah.
or their husband or partner has gotten thicker hair or more hair, or right after a facial or laser, or, spending a lot of time outside, being on the Be Nourish, it does act as that buffer and it can help them. And then
Yeah.
actually, one of my clients just told me she just started dating someone with a beard, and she said that Be Clean oil has saved her. And she's actually having him put it on before they go to bed in his beard. And
Oh,
she's putting it around her, area here, and she
yeah.
resolved all the issue because she was like really raw and chafed.
Yeah.
And it was
This
hurt.
is like a real question. This is like what we really need to actually talk about. Like we can do all this, but then you can go make out and you like it all comes off, or what do you do? Yeah. This is really important. Also, the bikini line. I
Oh,
use
yeah.
the Be Clean oil in my bikini line so I don't get all the little bumps. Is that just me or does that work for you too?
No, it gets rid of everything. It gets rid of hemorrhoids. I've had friends and clients tell me it got rid of their hemorrhoids.
Really? Incredible. Okay, so tell people what's in that because that is a spray. It's a cream. Sorry, it's an oil, but
Oil
also it's
is the one I'm talking about for buffering. It's like beard oil, after any kind of post facial where you had extractions, or like you're waxing or sugaring, or just you need instant calming. You
yep,
just take a few drops and press it anywhere,
yep,
and it heals it. And it
yep,
smells so good. For me,
yep.
I love it for the immune boosting. It helps with respiratory, lung support. Anytime we're going through like the Santa Ana winds, or we had all the fires and it's been so
Or
dry here.
or flying. I use it when I go when I fly. Yeah.
So you just can put it up your nasal cavity,
Yep.
and it's so soothing and healing and smells so good. I like to do it right before I go to bed. And I mean, the Be Clean toner is its sister, and this is probably my most antiviral, antibacterial product. And this
Right.
could be your shower, this could be a spot treat. So the two of them pair very well together. I mean, in a pinch, you can even spray, your pits, the bill of your hat, because it gets
Yeah, yeah.
any kind of bacteria smell.
Yep.
So the two of them are great travel companions, or just, you want to stay very clean, you will.
Yes, exactly. I remember that was a great tip you gave Gabriel on the rim of his hat because he would get these acne right where all that bacteria was building up. And these skincare practices maybe aren't as cool for guys or what have you, but a quick little spray, you can definitely get that into their habits and their routines.
Yes. I
And
had a 10-year-old come
uh,
in, his mom,
yeah,
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
He was waiting to be picked up by his dad, and I've known her for almost 20 years. And she said, "Oh, honey, show Jenette what's happening to your forehead." And he's never had any bumps, and now he has like these little bumps here. And I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you ever clean your hat?" And he's like, "No. How do I do that?"
Right.
So I said, "Well, you can steal your mom's Be Clean, or get some sanitize spray, like a hand sanitizer, and you
Yeah.
can get it your hat." But we should always
Yeah.
keep our hats clean.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I didn't know that until you taught us that because we would do like our masks together, but now he does his the Be Clean as well. Okay, I also love your potions. You have two of them, potion one and potion two, and I think that does contribute to feeling and looking younger. Right. So these are amazing. It says age defying serum. So tell us what's in each of these, why you created them, and why they work.
I would say, along with the Just Add Sugar cacao mask that we talked about at the beginning, my other product that I absolutely cannot live without, and since I launched this, 12, 13 years ago,
It's been a while. Yeah.
will not leave the house without wearing potion number 1 or 2.
Okay.
Will not.
Ever.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Why? Why?
75% probiotic. So
Okay.
imagine it's like almost completely probiotic for your skin. So
Yes.
this is what's going to take anybody's skin to the next level.
Yes.
And by using this every day, you're not going to collect the environmental pollution and damage.
Yeah.
This fights against radiation. This prevents cancer cells from developing. I mean, really, we should just be dipping our whole body in this every day.
Yes, that would be good.
But this is going to elevate your skincare routine. And anybody who is hiking or spending time outside or around dust, dirt, animals, this is going to save your skin. So you put it on and it feels very cooling because it does have some organic cold pressed aloe vera. And then it also has some special notes. This has my cucumber witch hazel. Both of them have the cucumber witch hazel. So you're shrinking the pores.
Yep.
And then you leave it on for 2 minutes and you start feeling it lift. So you're kind of getting a little lift every day if you can let it sit for 2 minutes and then you put your other, products on. Like for me, mostly every day what I'm doing is I'm cleansing my face with my magic matcha. I missed Be Divine or one of my toners. Today I put Be Calm on, let it sit for a minute. I put potion number 2 on. I brush my teeth because then I'm letting it sit for 2 minutes. And then I put on Serenity, which we can talk about later. But today, and because it's so dry right now in LA, Be Nourished. I put on morning and night. I can't get enough of this. It just, and you can mix Be Clean oil into this if people want more anti-inflammatory or they want to break down the heaviness of the Be Nourished. But I mean, now that I'm almost 50, I really need extra moisture. I'm feeling it in the past few months.
Well, are you? Are the big 5-0 you're feeling emotionally, or you're feeling the physicality of it all, or what are you feeling?
The physical, and I'm like, oh wow, I am a little bit more dry. But again, it's so dry in LA right now. It's like it's 80
crazy.
degrees.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow. So this is good. One question that for me, the Be Nourished, I only use at night because it is for me quite thick. And I can't live without it here in Santa Fe. But when you talked about all the different layering, I'm kind of hearing people go, my God, am I just going to be all gooey? And no. So help them understand why you're layering, waiting, it seeps in, like you don't feel goopy at all. You're not shiny at all.
You're so clean.
Yeah.
And the only occlusive product is the Be Nourished.
Right, which I use at night,
Products are extremely lightweight and breathable. And they're kind of each having their own unique special
superpower
thing. Yeah, superpower that they're doing. So like right now, like I don't even feel like I really have anything on. I just feel like flawless skin. And I just told you I layered 4 things.
Right. Yeah. But that's what the result is. Yeah.
Yes. And at the end of the day, I'm not feeling gross and greasy. My skin's just being protected. And I did do my magic matcha mask this morning just because I try to do a mask every 3 or 4 days. Again, I'm upping my anti-aging now that I'm almost 50. So
Beloved ones, I want to pause for a moment and speak directly to your skin. So many of us were taught to fight our skin, to strip it, correct it, fix it. But what if your skin wasn't broken? What if it's simply inflamed or overwhelmed or asking to be listened to? That's why I'm so honored to partner with Jenette of Jenette Skin Care. Jenette crafts high vibrational, plant-based formulas with uncompromising integrity. Every single ingredient is natural, intentional, and chosen with Mother Earth at the forefront. Their philosophy is simple, yet it's profound. When you treat the root cause of skin issues, inflammation, the skin can calm, balance, and brighten itself. These products are not about harsh intervention or quick fixes. They are about healing damaged skin cells, protecting living cells, and allowing your skin to remember its own unique intelligence. So if your body and your skincare are craving that skincare that feels aligned and clean and deeply respectful, I invite you to visit JenetteSkinCare.com and use my code INTIMATE15 to receive 15% off your order. Your skin is not a problem to solve. It's a living ecosystem to be honored. It's so good. It's so good. I wanted, so this is the quality of products. This is the intentionality behind it. This is what they're made of and why they work and how you can layer them, etc. Let's take this into, we are becoming fifth dimensional beings. Maybe in third dimension we were learning certain things, fourth dimension we were learning certain things, but the most important thing in the fifth dimension is your physicality, your body. And why? Because your soul light is going to come into your body. That's what we talk about, soul embodiment. So your light is going to come in your body. And if your body is filled with unintegrated emotions or toxins or negative mental chit chat, any of these that are in your physical body, right now, you're not able to ascend. You're not able to have your light come in and your frequency rise. So how do you see your spiritual evolution as a woman, your company evolving, these products evolving, you aging, etc.? How do you feel about, and then the world's a freaking crazy place right now. And who are we going to be about it? What are we going to do about it? How are we going to take care of our skin, our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our relationships, etc.? Kind of like a big holistic question. But do you feel you're right there along with your soul's evolution and consciousness evolution and your business's evolution?
I do. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I go above and beyond to stay in alignment.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is just making sure I'm doing my meditation, every day, no
Yeah.
matter what. Sometimes they're 2, 3 times a day now. The deep breathing, taking time for myself. Being alone for me is something that I really need, and it's important because I don't have a lot of time alone.
Yeah.
So I'm taking more time alone to just sit quiet and sometimes just doing body scans. That has
Yeah.
really saved me the past couple years is,
Yeah.
whenever I'm feeling like, how am I going to get through today? Like, how can I be the best that I can be and give
Yeah.
to my kids, my husband, my employees, my clients when I don't even
Yes.
want to get out of bed?
Yeah.
Because you feel the weight of the world. I'm a
Totally.
very sensitive person. I can't even listen to the news that much. I
Yeah.
can't watch some of these shows and movies that are just so dark. And
Yeah.
like, I want to stay lifted so that
Yes.
I am creating and holding sacred space for my products. I don't even make product if I'm in a bad place. And my lab
Yeah.
partner doesn't either. We have a rule. If
This is
we're in a
so
bad
good.
place, if we don't feel right, if we feel off, if we feel sick, or we have negativity going on, we do not make product. We are not
Thank you.
in there. And
Thank
so
you.
we strive to go above and beyond every step of the way. And I think
Yeah.
people feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anything in plastic, it's glass because we want to preserve these high notes, like that Be Radiant that we keep talking about that has the snow mushroom. It
Yeah.
has tuberose. Tuberose, it's good for rashes, anxiety, irritation. If you feel irritated, angst, it's also a natural aphrodisiac.
Oh,
But that product has saved and changed people so much since I launched it about a year
wow.
ago. They're just like, I can't be without it. Whenever I feel off, I just missed it. And it just kind of resets and it gives
Mm.
you that pick me up. And it reminds you that you can get through today.
Yeah.
That's what I love about these products, like Be Happy. This was my very first, next to the chocolate mask and Be Clean Oil.
Yes.
This was one of my very first. And, this is just something that people can just miss anytime throughout the day. I mean,
Yeah.
it it's a pH balancer and it's super lightweight, but it helps with mental clarity,
Yeah.
helps with fatigue. If people are really suffering, this helped with kids like during the pandemic, they would keep
Mm.
a workstation and mist, and they're killing bacteria, they're helping their skin, but they're helping their stress,
Well-being. Yes.
anxiety, well-being. And I even had a couple kids ask if I would make a candle for them that smelled like Be Happy, which I thought was so cute. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get into making candles. Mist your face with Be Happy and
Uh,
help you. But I
Ah,
body scans for me have helped a lot. I mean, if I'm feeling depleted, just like almost blessing every cell of my body,
being. Yeah.
yeah, being before I get out of bed, or if I'm just feeling the weight of the world or stress at night, doing it before I go to bed. And I really feel like an alignment
Oh, yeah.
through the whole body. And that is something that has helped me a lot.
Yeah. Tell me if this is true for you. I was invited to a dinner party. It was really cool. It was right over here. And we were starting to get into what our morning routine is. And my colonics lady is who actually introduced me to this couple that lives over here. And we were all talking about our morning routine. And when I actually broke it down, by the time I sit down to work, and by the time I wake up, it's about 4 hours. Unless one morning a week it's early because it's talking to my team in India and the Philippines, etc. Or if there's a really big TV interview, I'll get up early for that. But otherwise, by the time the blessings and the alignment of my frequency and the meditating and listening to spirit and journaling and reading some beautiful spiritual material and working out and eating a healthy breakfast and taking my supplements and doing all the skin and the makeup and it's 4 hours till I'm ready to meet the day. And I'm like, geez, what's happened to me? But it to me is like the higher you vibe, the more you absorb and the more it takes, at least for me, to be centered, to be of that high vibration, to give of my best self. And it's worth it. And I'm wondering, will I believe that, and as I put these products on before, as I said, I do it with reverence. I'm starting to do everything like as a ritual, not just sit down and shove a sandwich in my face, but like I always light a candle. I always get my nice little placemat out and I try to slow down and really be present to each thing that I do. Even like putting cream on my body in the morning.
Mhm.
Hello, toes. I'm so grateful I can reach you. Like, like all these things. And I find everything else in the day goes better. And then if the nighttime happens and I don't do that same rewinding, it's not 4 hours at night, but it's a good hour. Gratitude, visioning, letting go of what I can't control, asking for help, surrounding my body in a protective, shield of energy, having all my wonderful skincare products on, my beautiful oils that make me feel beautiful as I go to sleep, my cat coming to sit on my chest. Like it's just my little thing. I want people to know they're not weird if they need more care. I think it's a reflection of listening to your soul. What do you think? What are you finding in your life and what do you think?
I am feeling like I need to slow down a lot
Yeah.
more. And,
Yeah.
maybe me doing my body scanning is helping me stay in bed a little bit longer,
Yeah.
rather than just getting up and just
Right.
like, uh,
Frenetic. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
the morning,
Flowing
like
more.
I have to have my tonic.
Yeah.
I've missed myself when I wake up. I have to make
Ah,
my tea, drink my tonic
yes.
while my tea is brewing. And
Yes.
then I have to do my meditation. I mean, exercise, I've gone crazy with, and I realized I need to not go crazy with it. So I've been kind of taking some breaks and doing a little less and doing more meditation and
Mm,
listening, which has been good for me. Very hard, but good for me. Uh,
okay.
that it's helped me slow down and like chew my food. That was
Yes.
something that I was not doing. And my last colonics, because we just did the liver gallbladder cleanse, we just finished that a week ago.
Uh-huh.
When I went in to get my colonics, the first thing she said is, "Girl, you need to chew your food."
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God,
Oh,
she is so right. I've
wow.
been going and going and going.
Yeah.
And that's something that I haven't been taking the time to do. And I'll bless my food, but I'll bless it fast and eat fast because
Right.
in my career and where I'm at work, it's like, I don't have a break. Just get something. Why I carry juices and teas and now broth with me because that helps get me through. I can just drink it. But just eating fast is not good for us.
Yes. Yes.
Not good for our digestion. We're not really enjoying the taste of it all. And
Right.
food. I love cooking, and I always joke with the family when we're sitting down and I've spent 3 hours making this gourmet
Yeah.
three-course meal or whatever, and then
Yeah.
it's gone in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Can we just like savor every bite? But we've gotten into the habit is like we've waited maybe too long to eat that we're starving and then you're shoveling. Or,
Right.
oh, you have the next thing to do,
Right.
right? So
Right.
we're just trying now to shut off, like 6 p.m.
Right.
If we can just shut off. I mean, I know sometimes that's not practical, but we are trying to have those.
Right. Even a couple nights a week like that is still a step in the right direction.
That I'm only cooking dinner. Hopefully it's done by 6 or 6:30. And then we can just disconnect. And then in
Yeah.
the morning, trying not to have the phone on
Right.
at all.
Right.
Yes, sometimes we are listening to a meditation.
Sure.
That, I guess that doesn't really count, but just disconnecting from the phone,
So
not,
we can connect with each other.
yes, and with ourselves. Because if
Yes.
you don't have the quiet time in the morning, how can you really give? You're kind of
Correct.
like just stressed all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have a little time to yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes my meditation ends up being in the bath,
Yeah.
and on my crazy busy days, I'll have like 2 or 3 really crazy busy days, and it's like, okay, I think I'll just do my meditation in the bath. But at least I did my meditation.
Oh no, I think it's important to layer, like we layer all the products of Jenette Skin Care. We can layer a bath and a meditation together for sure. I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant. And I want to really honor how far we've come and still our level of humility and embracing that we're perfectly imperfect and that there's always another place to be kinder to ourselves, slow down and be more present to the people we love, really value how we take care of ourselves with our skincare products, the food we put in our body, the people we surround ourselves with. How do we spend our downtime? Are we checking out or are we checking in even more to nature? Right? So I absolutely love this conversation. Lastly, I want to talk about I work with a detox company, Aria Organics, and the trainer, Mark Jenkins, he's very, very, very clear and unapologetic. If you want to live and have longevity, you will have at least 15% of your income that goes towards your well-being. That's going to be your workout trainer or your skincare products or your organic foods. And it doesn't, you like let go of this, oh, it's so expensive. No, this is what I delegate. As parents, we put aside money to help our kids go to college. We don't think twice about it. We just do it, right?
Right.
We don't think twice about brushing our teeth or
I
putting
would
gas in
say
the
not
car.
even 20%.
Well, that's what he was saying. So, but 20%. So let's talk about as we evolve the importance. Like, I'm not the cheapest coach on the block. You're not the cheapest skincare product on the block. And we're friggin' pretty much the best on the block, right? And the integrity and the quality and the results. So how have you shifted your mindset or supported your clients in shifting their mindset that they're worth it and to value themselves and value
Definitely
high quality products?
picking the things that matter to you most that match your lifestyle.
Nice.
Because if someone's spending a shit ton of time outside and traveling,
Right.
then you need to figure out what is going to best support you. Flying ages you. I mean,
Yes.
skiing,
Yes.
surfing,
Yes.
those are all wonderful things, but they age you because you are that harsh condition of the sun.
Yeah.
So I try to just match my clients where they're at and
Yeah.
guide them with their lifestyle
Beautiful.
because they're going to need more vitamin C internally and topically. They're going to need more zinc internally and topically if they're going to be flying, if
Right.
they're going to be outside exposed to the elements more often. They need occlusive moisture, where
So true. Yes.
spray has the snow mushroom, this has the snow mushroom. Those two
Yeah.
together is going to save those clients that are traveling and spending a lot of time outside, but then
Yeah.
they need to live on their vitamin C as well. But getting, more vitamin C internally, the zinc, getting that reef safe sunscreen. I tell my clients, you don't need 20 skincare products, but you need like 5 really good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why waste the money on a crappy cleanser, crappy moisturizer that isn't really doing anything?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
And
that is feeling really good and that is matching your lifestyle. And as we get older, or maybe we're not going to travel as much at certain times in our life, then maybe you change things a little bit. Maybe you don't
right.
need to take as much vitamin C or wear as heavy of a moisturizer, or maybe you could use one less product
Sure.
during that time.
Yeah.
I
I love
think,
this.
listening to what feels good, but also like what is happening in our life, like what's our stress level. I just started working with a vitamin woman because I was not absorbing B and D. And so now she is looking at my blood work and she's putting together vitamins that I can get from her. And it's great. I mean, I'm feeling so much more balanced because I'm thinking, God, I'm eating so good. I'm
Yeah.
eating mostly vegetables. I'm getting good, clean protein, drinking tons of water. But I just sometimes was feeling like tired, depleted. Well, what's happening? Well, if I'm not absorbing my B,
Yeah.
I just, and even I've had doctors tell me that in the past, yeah, you're not absorbing B. Well, now I can just give myself a B12 once a week and I'm feeling so much more alive.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy to hear that.
That's just amazing. Now, am I going to have to do that forever? No, maybe it's just like high stress times. It's been
Right.
stressful with my daughter lately, and that could be depleting me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to say, oh, I have to live on vitamin B12 shots for the rest of my life.
No,
But,
this isn't that.
listening to what's happening, and maybe we need more support from our friends right now. Maybe we need to hide and not need as much support
Right.
from our
But
friends.
to listen, slow again, right back to slowing down and listening. And then what you hear, honor it. Honor it. Yeah. And stay out of your head of conclusion and stay in your heart in the present moment and listen to what you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm inspired by you. I'm so grateful I got to be there all the way back when we first met. We've been through so much together. Got to be there on your wedding. Your kids are almost both taller than me. Well, is Love taller than me? I think she might be.
No,
No,
Beckett is.
Beckett's way taller than me, but
She's 5'6", but she might be.
okay. All right. Well, I'll still keep my 5'9" posture and I whatever. But
And posture, really, I've been researching a lot about the anti-aging way.
yeah.
Everybody can age gracefully, and
Yeah.
yes, you need good products, and you need to eat good, and you need to drink a lot of water. Yes,
Yes.
you meditate. But something that I've been sharing with everybody, and I want to continue sharing because I think it really needs to be put out there more.
Yeah.
Smiling.
Yeah.
Smiling, it changes everything around you.
Yeah.
It changes what's going on inside, but it changes what you're giving to everybody else. And you can be
For
in a
sure.
real crappy mood, but if you go out and smile, you're not spreading your crappy mood.
Yes, it's true.
You aren't. And you are reversing aging. The myofascial tissue in here,
Yeah.
people say, oh, if I smile, I'm going to get smile lines. Well, guess what? You can't smile all the time. You're angry sometimes. You're sad. You're
You're
crying.
sleeping.
You're
Yes.
sleeping. And guess what? You can't smile. I mean, I do try now. As soon as I go to bed, I'm smiling. And when I wake up, and I'm not talking like this kind of like you have to go like this all day. It's just a little smile. And it actually relaxes the myofascial in here.
Mm,
Because if you're holding on to crazy tension from here to here, and
right.
you have to have good posture.
Yep.
You really do, and you always do. But you want to stay good posture. You want to stay relaxed in here, and smiling in good posture, it helps that. And that is the easiest, cheapest thing you could ever do in your life is fucking smile. So
I'm with you, sister.
a really great thing that I've been able to talk to my clients, because some of them have stopped smiling because they don't want the wrinkles.
Oh.
Yes. And it's
Oh.
honey, you can't not smile because that's like you're closing your heart
You're
and
numb. You're checked out.
you start getting more tension in here that
Yes.
creates more wrinkles and more dropping.
I don't know. I'm obviously going to get older and I'm obviously going to get more wrinkles. I love looking at an old woman with smile lines. And when I see an old woman with frown lines, I'm like, oh, I can just see their whole life on their face.
Yes.
Yes,
Takes more muscles to frown.
it does. It does. Well,
And it really, it's not bringing anybody up. It's not
no, you're not being a contribution.
anybody. So I've been pretty good about it in my life, but because of this deeper dive that happened over the summer of, taking more classes on natural ways that we can age gracefully
Yeah.
and not put toxins inside of our body. Uh, I just thought, wow, the smiling, I'll test it out and I might feel off. And I felt kind of off last week, probably because it was like one day of my cleanse that I was like, oh God, And I said, you know what? Who cares? I might feel like crap or I feel off, but I'm just still going to kill people with kindness. I'm pretty good about that. But I'm like, I'm going to even smile. And I didn't attract anything bad that day, even though I felt off. And then a few hours later, I forgot that I even felt bad.
Well, because you didn't anymore, probably.
It
Yeah.
just, everything, the vibration changed. And so,
You,
I'm gonna maybe tattoo smile. I don't know.
you know, it's really funny on my fridge. I don't know, you can't see from here, but I have all sorts of like tchotchke on my fridge.
Yes.
And one of it's a card from Gabriel when he was still learning how to draw or like print. It was like, I love you, mom, smile. And
Aw.
so, yeah, no, kids, the innocence of children know this. I'll end with a little science and then I want to, about what you just said. And then I want all of you, it'll be in the show notes, but JenetteSkinCare.com. And there's a code intimate in capitals 15. Jenette doesn't do this. I'm going to get her to say why she's doing this for us in a minute, but maybe to 10% when, for a sale or something. So this is a very, very generous offer because you are a listener of Intimate Conversations. So just one step back to the smile thing. Heart Math. I had the blessing of being able to lead a meditation for the Heart Math annual conference. What an honor. And what I learned, they have this thing called Inner Balance. You put it on your ear and you put the app on your phone and it checks the coherence level of your heart. So when we are not smiling, as Jenette is saying, or we're not in appreciation, our coherence is quite low. And we want to be at the same, I think it's a frequency or gigahertz, I don't know the exact term, of the earth and the field. Then we're in oneness with everything. So how you raise your coherence, I like to see it as a heart, one half of the heart. You're what you're grateful for, what you appreciate. And as you feel, not think, feel this, your coherence, you can watch it, it'll go up. But I'm very competitive, as Jenette knows. And I was like, I'm a freaking coach. I've been doing this for 20 years. I should be higher than the average happy person or whatever. But here's what I realized. Two things. First one, if you're having a bad day, the other half of the heart is compassion and tenderness. And when you feel compassion for how you're feeling, or tenderness or care for how you're feeling, without the attachment to change it, just compassion alone, like holding a child. When you do that, your coherence goes up. And I'm like, oh, brilliant. Of course, I see both sides of the heart now. That makes total sense. Appreciation or compassion. Okay. So you can smile in compassion for yourself. You can smile in compassion for the world. You can smile in tenderness for somebody having a fight in the, grocery aisle or whatever it is. Okay. You can always smile. Then the last part that raises your coherence is unattachment. I was really attached to my results and I really wanted to get a better number. And I realized, oh, you need to let go, control freak. And as soon as I let go of attachment, it went really high. And I thought, oh my God, for my own spiritual development, I really got to let go of the outcome. I'm going to do my best and then just let it go. And so you can just smile and let go of how it makes you feel, how it makes other people feel. It's just a choice that this is my life and I get to be love. And no one can change that. I am love. Yeah. So thank you for that very profound reminder, sweetheart. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for being so generous. So tell them, so JenetteSkinCare.com, it'll be in the show notes, Intimate 15. Thank you for your generosity. What in the hell inspired you to do that? Thank you. I mean, thank you, but
Well, I want everybody to have healthy skin, and I want them to have healthy products.
Yeah.
And I think all of your followers, they want that. And this is
Yeah.
a special time right now, the month of love. And,
Yes.
we want to get them on a healthy program.
Mm.
And, I would say if you go to the website, there are skin rituals that will help guide everybody. You can
Yeah.
also email us and we can help guide you.
Yeah.
You can also set up a complimentary skin consult through being in LA. If someone
Yeah.
really needs some help, or if you're ever in LA, come on
Yes.
in. We can put you under the lights and take a close look. But I would say, if you're not sure what's going on with your skin, just starting out with Be Happy Toner. It's a pH balancer.
Yeah.
The Be Clean oil, that is for everybody. And
Yep.
do want to really take things, and start masking once a week, getting on Magic Matcha or Just Add Sugar. That is your mini facial.
Yep. Yep. I totally agree.
And
then
skin rituals are very detailed. If someone is like, hey, I'm ready to start a new program, there's one for sensitive skin,
yep.
aging skin, acneic skin, and it's really like AM 123, PM 123. It talks
Yep.
about how to use the mask or what kind of sunscreen to use is even on there, because
Right.
depending on your redness, bumps, you want the right kind of reef safe sunscreen. And it talks about some great ones out there that
Stunning.
are, on the safe board of cosmetics for not causing cancer is what we are all about. Is everything is high vibration, no nuts in my products, no soy, no gluten. So people can be very just confident and comfortable that there's not going to be a reaction. Because I know a lot of people get scared with new products, but this is curated, customized to keep your skin healthy, your cells alive, and you're going to smell delicious. I think that's one thing that smell of the product. When people hug you,
Yes.
oh, they're like, oh, you smell so good. It's not like when you walk into a room with someone having a shit ton of perfume. It's not like that. But when someone hugs you, they're like, oh my God. I mean, even my husband, when I go to bed, he's like, you smell so good. And I get that a lot from my partners. They're like, oh, my kids think I smell so good. Just spreading more love and joy.
Yes.
Using Jenette Skin Care.
I'm in total agreement. I'm in total agreement. I love it. I love hugging you too. Oh, thank you so much for sharing your journey, sharing all these products that work for me, that will work for everyone, the integrity, the sustainability with the planet, how we can weave it in all the ways that we love ourselves, that you're a walking embodiment of a real woman who does the work and has her challenges. And I remember back when you first met Cutter and then watching you grow over time, and now your marriage and his wonderful support to this company and to your family. Like, I'm inspired that you're a woman who walks her talk, my love. Thank you for being our sponsor for this beautiful month of love for Intimate Conversations. And so for all of you listening, take a moment when you finish this podcast listening or hearing us. Definitely go to Jenette Skin Care and get your products, please, and utilize this coupon while you can, this savings while you can. And just put a hand on your heart or your feet on the earth and just really feel into what was it that Jenette said that's like, oh, that's one thing I can shift and do different. I'm going to smile. I'm going to take better care of my skin. I'm going to do my body scan, like whatever it was. My relationship.
Chew your food.
Chew your food. Yes. And don't give up on love. They've worked beautifully in their relationship and now they're married and wonderful parents together. Like whatever it was about her story, like you get to have your version of that too. Allow our friendship, our sisterhood, and this conversation to be an inspiration of all that's possible for you in your life. We love you with all of our hearts. And thank you so much for being with us on Intimate Conversations. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you again to Jenette Skin Care for supporting Intimate Conversations. If you are ready to nourish your skin with high integrity, plant-based care that prioritizes healing, balance, and sustainability, I invite you to go to JenetteSkinCare.com right now. Use my code INTIMATE15 for 15% off. May you treat your skin with the same love and devotion you are learning to offer your heart. See you next week on Intimate Conversations. Get out there and make love to life. You know, how we do anything is how we do everything. As you heard in the podcast, when I first, 20 years ago, started going to Jenette for facials, I had more acne on my face. And I guess if you read Louise Hay, Carolyn Miss, you understand the metaphysical reasons of the acne and the anger. And I was picking on myself. I was judging myself. I was frustrated with myself, and I was taking it out as I was popping the old pimples. And she was so non-judgmental. Her products have always been and are extraordinary quality and pure. And she invited me to wash my face, as I said in the podcast, by candlelight. So I couldn't see the damn things to pop. And I realized I had to feel through the emotion, and I couldn't get it out that way. I couldn't just keep that cycle and that pattern going of unkindness to myself. I had to face myself. I had to look myself in the eye. I had to apologize. I had to say, my God, you're doing your best. And then over the last 20 years, I've developed all of my Allana Pratt method processes. And the very first one is little you. And so that you get to be with that part of you that's scared or angry or ashamed or terrified or sad. And instead of trying to fix them and trying to, change them, just be with them. And that's the grace. That when we can just be an allowance of exactly who we are without trying to fix or change us, it magically, through grace, like alchemy, changes, and we become more of who we're meant to be. More compassion, more courage, more strength, more ability to speak up, more ability just to let shit go. So I love Jenette Skin Care. Please, there is a savings for this month of February that you're going to see this podcast bigger than she gives even, I think, in her Black Friday friggin' sales. So take advantage of it for sure. Get as many products as you want. They have all these different sort of kits for your different skin types. So it's a no-brainer. Definitely do that. Definitely share this podcast, please, with somebody who needs to hear the story of friendship, evolution, entrepreneurship, single motherhood. Now Jenette and Cutter are together, and I was able to coach them, and now they're married and all the things. And someone who definitely wants to learn about how to take extraordinary care of their skin with pure products, completely aligned with Jenette's integrity for our skin and for the planet. Send this to someone. And then lastly, please subscribe, rate, and review so more people can hear these amazing conversations. Yeah. And lastly, if this resonates, this deep internal work of I really want to stop picking on myself. I really want to stop running so fast. I want to slow down and face the music, integrate so I can be more radiant and whole and free to be who I am. I would love to support you. All that information is over in the show notes, a scholarship for you to connect with me for being a listener or viewer of Intimate Conversations, Season 14, From Dark Night to Divine Light. Because life is about transmutation. It's about evolution. It's about growth. It's not about getting anything wrong. It's just about, wow, what could work better, and taking those choices. All right. I love you with all my heart.